Imagine fruits that fight diseases and pack extra nutrients, all thanks to biotechnology. I am Pragya. Welcome to Green Gene Talks.
I am Parash. Today we explore science is transforming fruit crop into smarter, stronger plant that nourish the world.
It's incredible how these breakthroughs are reshaping not just plants but our relationship with food and farming.
Exactly, and this new era of biotechnology is opening doors we never thought possible for agriculture and beyond.
When I think about how far horticulture has come, it's wild to realize that we can now tailor the food crops almost like editing a document, swiping in the traits that protect against diseases and improve nutrition, all thanks to biotechnology.
It really blew my mind that with tools like CRISPR and tissue culture, we actually able to solve problems and used to devastate entire crop. This isn't just about making bigger apples, it's about securing food and supporting farmers all over the world.
Absolutely, and what's exciting is that changes are super targeted. Instead of waiting years of traditional breeding, we can make adjustment directly in the plant's DNA, speeding up the process and keeping the original flavor or texture people love.
And speaking of progress, it's not just about speed. We are able to add value by boosting nutrients or even creating resistance to disease we had no answer to in the past. It's like giving plants their own toolkit to cope with tough environment.
You know, when I first heard about virus-free bananas, I thought it sounded almost futuristic. But considering how important bananas are as a staple crop, those viral threats have been a nightmare for farmers.
For sure, traditional control just couldn't keep up with viruses like banana benchy top. But when tissue culture came along, it was like hitting reset button, producing entire plantation of healthy virus-free plants.
And now CRISPR has taken things further. Since 2018, researchers have started actually removing those stubborn viral bits from the banana DNA itself, which is something we couldn't even dream of about before.
What's even cooler is that CRISPR isn't just fighting viruses. Scientists are using it to boost nutrients like rising beta-carotene level for better vitamin A without messing with how the banana grows and tastes.
That actually reminds me that these breakthroughs aren't just about fighting threats, but really about improving nutrition and quality, which is a total game changer for banana lovers and farmers alike. You know, the story of the rainbow papaya is one of those real life science victories that almost feels like a movie plot. Back in the 1990s, Hawaii papaya crop was devastated by the ring spot virus. Entire farms were at risk of disappearing.
I remember reading about that. Growers were on the verge of giving up. What's sad is that their solution wasn't just traditional breeding or pesticides, but actual genetic engineering. Scientists interest a chunk of virus-own code proteins gene into papaya, creating new varieties like Sun-Up and Rainbow.
Exactly, and the amazing part is these engineered papayas were released in 1998, just in the time to save Hawaii papaya industry. Suddenly, yield bounced back and quality improved. It's such a clear example of biotechnology making a difference on the ground.
What gets me is that this wasn't just a one-off win. It really opened the door for using biotechs to fighting crop diseases and seems unstoppable before. Speaking of which, let's talk about citrus because those growers have been facing their own battles lately.
Switching gears a bit, citrus crops have their own battles. Bacterial disease like citrus canker can wipe out the fruits and devastate markets.
What's fascinating is that, thanks to CRISPR, since about 2017, researchers can zero in on genes like Cicero that make citrus vulnerable and added them to create resistance It's like patching a leak before the boat sinks.
And sometimes these new citrus variety don't even have any foreign DNA in them, which make a huge difference for regulation and public acceptance. People really care about how their food is made.
You know, this idea of improving shelf life and reducing waste connects really nicely to the next innovation, the Arctic apple. That was something I never saw coming.
Food waste from browning apple is such an everyday annoyance, right? The Arctic apple, developed in Canada and approved in 2015, tackled this by using RNA interference. It silences the enzyme that causes browning after you slice the food.
That's made such a difference for school lunches and salads. No more slices turning brown before you even get to eat them. It really extends shelf life and helps stores and consumers waste less. I love that the subtle tweak at a genetic level can make such a visible day-to-day impact.
Yeah, and it shows that biotechnology is just about fighting invisible threats like viruses and bacteria, but can also improve the eating experience. Actually, that reminds me of another food that's become a bit of Instagram star, the pink glow pineapple.
Pink pineapple really caught people attention. Released in 2020, they get their unique color by using RNA interference to boost beta-carotene, the same thing that makes carrots orange. It's not just for looks. Look though, the extra beta-carotene gives a slight nutritional pump too.
It's funny how a small genetic tweak can create something entirely new in the produce aisle. Beyond the novelty, pink glow pineapple also show how biotech can add value and open up new markets for growers. Specialty foods like this could really diversify what farmers grow.
And it's not just pineapple. Strawberry and grapes are getting gene-edited upgrades as well. Actually, strawberry have such a wide genetic setup, 8 sets of chromosomes, that improving them was almost impossible before CRISPR came along.
Editing strawberries is like solving a puzzle with way too many pieces. Since about 2023, researchers have used CRISPR to help strawberry resist fungal disease, improve their firmness, and even boost their nutrition. It's a big deal for both growers and snackers alike.
Grapes too are seeing benefits. Gene editings in helping fighting off powdery and downy mildew, which usually require lots of spraying. If this biotech solution worked long term, we could see vineyard cutting chemicals used and moving toward more sustainable grape production overall.
It's exciting to see these tools going beyond major crops and making dent in specialty foods. But the underlying tech is evolving fast, so maybe we should dig into some of the newest gene editing approaches hitting the scene.
CRISPR-Cas9 has changed the game since 2012, but now we have got even more precise tools like base editing and prime editing. They let scientists make tiny, exact tweaks to DNA, almost like using a molecular scalpel instead of sledgehammer.
And it's not just about cutting and pasting genes anymore. RNA interference, cisgenic breeding that uses plants' own genes, and even grafting techniques are all being used to improve without always adding foreign DNA. That could help smooth over some of the ethical debates too.
Plus, with single-cell gene analysis, researchers can really zero in on specific plant traits and make improvements that are far more targeted. Of course, the regulatory landscape is always shifting but strongly, since communication helps keep the public engaged and informed.
With so many tools in the toolbox, it's inspiring to see how quickly fruit crops can be improved, especially since these changes can ripple out into bigger food security goals. Speaking of impact, let's talk about why all of this really matters for our food supply.
What stand out to me is how all these innovations add up. Reducing crop losses, limiting pesticide use, improving nutrition, and just keeping fruit fresher for longer. For farmers, that means more reliable harvests, and for everyone else, it means less waste and better food.
And as climate change make farming tougher, these biotech advances help crops adapt and keep our food supply steady. It's not just about bigger yields, but about resilience and sustainability too.
Exactly, modern horticulture isn't just about growing more, but about growing smarter. When you see how far we have come, it really puts the possibilities for the future in perspective.
That's a great note to head into our wrap up. Let's finish with a look at the bigger picture behind these fruit crops breakthroughs.
It's honestly amazing how far fruit biotechnology has come. We went from virus-free bananas back in 1970s to rescue papayas in the 90s, and now we are creating gene-edited citrus and apples that stay wild even after you slice them.
These achievements really show what's possible when science and creativity join forces. If we keep using these tools responsibly, the future looks not just more abundant, but healthier and more sustainable for everyone.
Thanks for hanging out with us on Green Gene Talks and diving into these amazing stories. There's so much more to discover. Let's all stay curious and keep learning together.
Absolutely. Until next time, keep innovating, keep cultivating, and remember, every fruit on your plate might have its own biotech backstory.